And ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to welcome to stage this person to talk a little bit about what makes life more brilliant, which is the second generation A-series APU. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Senior Vice President and General Manager, AMD Global Business Units, Ms. Lisa Su.
Of our technology at AMD. We chose Computex, as David said, because Computex is the best show and the most important show of the year in the IT industry. And we believe that this is the place where we should talk about our technology innovation and where we're going in the future. Our key theme around today is life is more brilliant. You saw it in our demo in the beginning with watch, play, share, create. The computing industry is really changing, and we are driving that change to really go away from talking about frequencies and speeds and really talk about the user experience and what you see when you see technology and how do we really make life more brilliant for all of us to enjoy the technology that we're capable of. What I'd like to do today is talk about three key trends that we believe are driving the computing industry going forward. The first one is all about the consumer and consumerization. We are in an incredibly exciting time in the industry today, and the consumer is really in control. And actually, if you look at the power of technology, we can get all of our data, whether it's our work or our personal life or our friends, what we can share. We can get that anywhere, anytime, any place, in any format. And that's the power of the technology and the power of what we can do with technology going forward. What I'd like to show you today is not just what we can do, but really what the power of technology can do going forward. And a very, very key piece of that is this concept of acceleration. We at AMD really thought, many years ago that computing was going to change. Really, if you think about the things that are most important to us, it's how we visualize things, and how we see things, and how we feel things. And to really get the power of that, it is really driving acceleration and changing the way microprocessors are made. If you really think about acceleration, we're going to talk today about our APU technology. APUs are new. I want to show you what APUs can do and show you the power of the technology going forward. This is our unique innovation at AMD. This is our bet on the next generation of the industry. And then the third point is we're so lucky to have so many of our friends and partners here in the audience today. Thank you again all for joining us. Here at AMD, we really believe that the power of technology is not just in one company, but it's really in the ecosystem. It's really in what we can do together, both as hardware partners, OEM partners, software partners, and really driving innovation going forward. So you're going to see many examples today of how AMD is really focused on driving tremendous support in the ecosystem for this new technology to really drive the innovation going forward in the future. So with that, let me start by talking a little bit about our products. As I said, the consumer industry is really driving what next generation innovation is. And whether you're talking about video content or streaming content or gaming content, they have a lot of different opportunities to use all of this technology capability. Here at AMD, our focus is on the APU. What is an APU? An APU is really taking the best of both worlds, taking the best processor technology with the best graphics technology and the best multimedia capability and integrating it into a solution that really allows you to optimize for what you need at any given point in time. That's really what we're trying to do with the APU in terms of the computing and visualization experience. We're extremely excited today because we're announcing our overall lineup of APUs for this year, and it's a really, really exciting lineup. Our second generation AMD A-series APU is known as Trinity. This is really a very, very, very important capability that we throw here. This is Trinity. Best-in-class device, really combining the power of the CPU technology with discrete graphics technology from our Radeon product series to give you exceptional computing power. over 700 gigaflops in this piece of silicon. And mostly, what is important about it is we can optimize it in many different ways. We can go into notebooks, desktops, as well as all-in-ones, and especially the very new form factor of ultra-thins, which we believe are going to drive a tremendous amount of computing capability going forward. We have the ability to optimize battery life like never before, and this is one of the things that AMD has focused tremendously on over the last couple of years, to really show that you can have processing power together with very long battery life for mobility's sake. Let me show you just some of the attributes of the second generation Trinity APU. Compared to our Llano APU, we have twice the performance per watt. That's 2x the performance per watt. That really gives us very long battery life. Up to 29% improvement in productivity and over 10% improvement in graphics capability. And I'm going to show you what we're going to use some of that capability for in the coming demonstrations that we do today. I always like to show just a little bit of data so you can see the data firsthand about where we are. We like to show ourselves relative to the competition so that you can see that AMD is really trying to bring tremendous value to the equation in the computing industry. Our new AMD APUs have significantly longer battery life, whether you're talking about an active mode, when you're doing video playback or graphics editing, or you're talking about a standby mode. You have up to 12 hours of battery life, really a full day. And this is really what our target is as a company, to really provide the best value and performance from a power standpoint. In addition to the A-Series APU, this morning we announced our new E-Series APU. This is the follow-on for our Brazos 2.0. This platform is a very, very successful platform for us last year when we really introduced the value segment of the APUs, where you can combine excellent core performance, excellent power performance, as well as excellent price point to really get a whole new range of products going, particularly in notebooks, desktops, all in the value space. We've extended this E-Series APU announced today, and we have a number of different design wins with our OEMs that will show tremendous capability in a much more battery efficient as well as performance capability in terms of I/O. And once again, I want to say, for AMD, battery life is important. We are focused on the mobile space. We're focused on delivering the capability going forward. And you can see, once again, compared to our competition, if you're looking at battery life, we are over 3 hours longer when you're talking about in the standby state, and in the active state, over 90 minutes in flash gaming type applications. So this is really the true value of the APU ecosystem. You're able to optimize the technology such that you get excellent performance with great battery life as well. So I've talked to you a little bit about the hardware specs, and I will say that one of the main things I want to do today is make sure that we show you the key features that are different about AMD. We're very, very, very focused on ensuring that you see the differentiation and how we make life more brilliant with our technology. So one of the very key features of our APUs are our HD media acceleration capabilities. We're very focused on multimedia. You saw today in the watch, share, create, play demo, there are many, many ways that you can use these multimedia capabilities. We have both hardware and software acceleration that improves the quality of the picture, that improves the video playback that you see, that improves the video conferencing capability, and really allows you to manipulate these multimedia files much, much better than you would expect without this capability. So let's go and see some of these special features in action. Here's an example of a demo where we show both our technology and our competitors' technology when you're looking at video. And now, I don't know how many of you take video at home, but sometimes I take video with my iPhone. You know, my hand is not so steady, so it moves around a little bit. But what you see on the left-hand side, you see how a video looks when it's using our competitors' technology. And you can see that it's dull and it's a little bit shaky. You don't see all of the features. And then you can see on the right-hand side how it looks with an AMD Trinity-based A-Series APU. And you can see that it's much brighter, it's much more steady, and these are using the power of our high-definition multimedia acceleration capability. And once again, this is the power of the APU. You don't have to do anything. continuous error correction, so it's really something that makes life more brilliant when you're talking about technology and where we're going forward. So once again, this is an example of how you really see technology in action. I also want to talk a little bit about our graphics performance. Graphics is one of the things that AMD is famous for. I would say when I tell people I work for AMD, they say, wow, that's cool, you're with the best graphics company out there. And we really believe that. What you can see though, with our APUs, we're taking that tremendous graphics capability that we have in our Radeon product line, together with our processor technology, and there's actually over half of the die size is graphics. We believe that that's extremely capable for the acceleration capability going forward. Now, many competitors have seen what we are doing and are actually trying to accelerate their graphics capability. But what I want to show you today is that not all graphics are the same. In fact, graphics are quite different if you look at some of the gaming technology. So with that, let me turn it over to John Taylor, who's going to talk about some of the strengths and show you our gaming technology. John, take it away.
Thanks, Lisa. Thanks very much. Hello, everybody. Good morning. So yeah, it's time to play, and specifically, let's play the hot new racing title, Dirt Showdown. This is another very recent successful release from Codemasters in a series of very popular, hyper-realistic DirectX 11 racing games. So first, let me give you the setup. Lisa talked about really showing the competitive differentiation today. Back behind the audience, I have a couple of colleagues who you can see here, Marcus and Chris, who are playing on two different systems. One of them is playing on a desktop system powered by our new A10, our highest-end Trinity APU product. The other is playing on an Ivy Bridge Core i7 product. So you see the guys playing just behind you. Now we're going to switch and take a look at the experience being delivered by the competitive product. Right away, you'll feel like something is missing. Frames are missing. Detail is missing. It doesn't feel fluid. You feel almost a little bit remote from the game. More importantly, when you have lag in a game, the car actually does not respond as quickly to the game player. And that can be all the difference between winning and losing. Now let's switch and take a look at the AMD experience. Right away, you should see a huge impact here. Now keep in mind, we're playing at 1080p. So that single little chip that Lisa held up earlier, powering a DirectX 11 1080p gaming experience on the latest title. Now we've got a little issue here with the block here, so we're going to reset, we're driving again, we're looking great. It almost looks like high-definition video of an actual race. So now let's switch and look at the two side-by-side so you can get a sense of the difference in the gameplay. Hyper-realistic. I'm not sure if that's Marcus or Chris, but we'll have a talk after the demo here. So you get the picture. The best-in-class gaming delivered by the new A-Series APU, Trinity. Back to you, Lisa.
How many people own AMD APUs? All right, so you can see the power of the technology and why we're so proud of the capability of the APUs. But as I said before, no one company can bring about all of the innovation that's needed in the technology industry. What we really need is a huge ecosystem. And we at AMD, we have a philosophy that we want everyone to be part of our ecosystem and really expand, because it's not just about the hardware, it's about the software, it's about the capability, it's about how do we accelerate change in our industry. So if you just take a look at the investments that we've made at AMD, we've invested in the APU technology and we've invested in the software ecosystem to accelerate the developer programmers so that we can use open languages such as OpenCL and C++M to really accelerate the APU capability. In the last year, we've doubled the number of applications that can use APUs. Not just for gaming and video entertainment, but you'll see productivity, for internet web hosting, all of those can use the AMD APU technology. We have over 100 applications today, and it's growing every single day. So this is our commitment to the ecosystem. Let me give you just a couple of examples of some of the applications that work really well with our APUs. VLC, very, very popular video player, over 1 million downloads in open source, so really incredible. This uses the AMD steady video technology that I showed you in the first clip when we were looking at the capability. And you know that this will just work and really accelerate when you're running on AMD. It'll look better, it'll look cleaner, it'll look sharper, and when you're running on our competitor, you won't see that same capability. That's the investment in the ecosystem. When we talk about productivity applications, WinZip is another very popular productivity application where you can utilize the APU technology. You wouldn't naturally think about it, but with the power of OpenCL and the work that we're doing with the development community, you can get substantial improvements. So in WinZip, as we unzip the files, in this case, the deferred time is better, so lower is better. We have over 20% improvement in some of the popular capabilities. And once again, an example of how AMD APUs are important in every aspect of life. So I said I wanted to show you more because this is all about showing you our technology. So I'm going to go back to John and talk about some of the capabilities in productivity applications like Adobe Photoshop and our video editing capabilities. So John, let's go.
I'm over here now. So we're going to create and we're going to share as part of our theme today. Let's start with Adobe Photoshop Creative Suite 6, CS6. This is a new release last month from Adobe. Tremendous partner with AMD, part of our ecosystem. They have now added a range of OpenCL and OpenGL-driven accelerated filters within this photo editing application. It is the most popular photo editing application worldwide. So we'll first tell you a little bit about the photo. This is from a recent PC enthusiast event at AMD. These guys are actually using, in this case, liquid nitrogen to overclock our FX desktop CPU. This is the Guinness World Record holder for CPU speed. Very large photo, about 8 megapixels in all. We're going to apply one of these OpenCL or GPU accelerated filters in CS6. So my colleague Marcus, he's setting the filter, and what he's doing here is creating the sense that perhaps you wanted to put that super cold thermos in sharp relief in the foreground and blur the background. Common trick for photographers who didn't actually shoot the photo that way. So he's in the process now of using that same Core i7 Ivy-rich system to apply that filter. When he clicks OK, what you're going to see is you're actually going to have to wait a little bit. It's going to be about 18 seconds in all as the competition's best product today churns through this particular workload. Now imagine if you had lots of these photos that you wanted to edit to create and share a new album online. All right, now let's switch to the A10 powered Trinity desktop. And here we're really taking advantage of those incredible amount of, as Lisa said, more than 700 gigaflops of computing in that chip. All the same settings. We're going to position it in the same place on the thermos. And this time when my colleague hits OK, we're going to see roughly a double the performance of what you see from the competitive platform. That adds up over time. A few photos a day, many photos a week. Less than 9 seconds to AMD platform on the same workload. That's terrific. Okay, now let's switch to a Trinity-powered notebook and see the benefits of when an application takes advantage of GPU acceleration for very consumer-friendly video editing. On the left, I see the kind of video that Lisa referenced where you've gone skiing or sledding with the family and the white balance isn't there, there's shake in the video. You want to just quickly share it, but you think, no, that's not ready for prime time. So you use this software from Motion DSP, V-Reveal, and you can get the experience on the right with a one-click fix. But you'll see it's playing back much less than real time. It's about 10 frames per second. When you turn on GPU acceleration, boom, you get 30 frames per second playback. You're able to edit in real time, rapidly understand, hey, if I make this change or that change to the video, what will it look like? If you're happy with it, you've applied that one-click fix, then you'll see hovering over the Facebook icon in this case. Here our HD Media Accelerator comes into play to rapidly speed that process of re-encoding this video so that you can share it up to your favorite social networking site. So right there, Lisa, I think you've got great examples in our ecosystem of a visibly superior experience in consumer-friendly workloads being delivered by our new A-Series APU. Back to you.